Hello, good morning. Welcome to day 4 of Better Morning, Better Day, the 5-day yoga challenge for this beautiful new year, 2021. We are more than halfway done. There's only 1 day left of this yoga challenge, not counting today. Today we're going to slow down, but not in the typical way. Yin yoga is one of those interesting styles of yoga where sometimes people are caught off guard. It is not a restorative practice. It is meant to enliven and revitalize the body much in the same way that working out in the gym or doing cardio does, but it's very slow and methodical, and it's meant to be a little bit stressful. I mean, not mentally, a little body stressful, just a little bit. Again, to help strengthen the body and also to help release a lot of the tension and tightness that you feel in your body. So we're going to do this. You don't need any props today. We're gonna do about 30 minutes. And again, I just want to remind everybody that my cues, whenever we do these classes, my cues are always simply suggestions. So take the ones that you want and just leave the rest behind. And breathe in the way that feels most natural for you, that feels the most revitalizing for you. Move your body in the way that feels best for you. Adjust all of these poses so that they feel best for you. Like I said, this particular sequence doesn't require any props. However, if you want to use support underneath your legs or underneath your arms, just to make this pose feel more available to you, then do that. No big deal. So, with that in mind, let's get on the mat. Take one more drink of my tea here. So we're going to start in a seated bound angle or butterfly pose. So again, you don't need any props, but if you like, you can use props, of course. I'm a big advocate for using the tools that you need to make this yoga yours. So we're going to bring the soles of our feet together and let the knees open wide. And if you like, you can place something underneath your knees if you want. And then you can stay here, or you can start to walk your hands forward and let the head bow. Already starting to come into your breath. If you like, you can soften your gaze or close your eyes. We're going to be here for about 2 minutes. So don't worry about having to look too much at your screen. If you notice any pain in your body, then come out of this pose and do any adjustments that you need to. There should be no pain in yoga. No pain at all. You might feel sensation in stretching or in compression, but it shouldn't be painful. Just noticing where your thoughts are. Good, and then gently starting to walk the hands back, coming back up. We're going to take our right leg and stretch it out to the side. At a diagonal here, we don't need it to be all the way over. We want to still be able to sit upright, bringing the left foot in towards the body. And then we're going to walk the hands forward again, flexing the toes back. Again, this is an active pose. You should feel activation in the body. Shouldn't be too intense, somewhere between like a 3 and a 4 in intensity. And again, we'll stay here for a couple of minutes, breathing and softening. And gently starting to walk the hands back up, taking it nice and slow. You're going to use your hands to gently lift the right knee and bring the right foot back in, taking it nice and slow. And then we stretch the left leg out long, same way that we did on the right side, flexing the toes back, getting nice and prepared first, feeling nice and centered. Both sides of our pelvis are down on the mat or on our support, and then you walk the hands forward. Letting the head bow if that feels comfortable. Keeping the breath nice and full, feeling it go all the way down the spine when you breathe in. And feel it going all the way back up the spine and out of the nostrils as you breathe out. And then starting to walk the hands back up, nice and slow. Using your hands to lift the left knee, drawing the leg back in. Now we're going to transition onto the back. I'm going to Go this way. And again, if you want to use props, you can here. You don't have to if you feel comfortable. Laying on the back. Feet are planted. Just letting yourself breathe here for a moment. And then we're going to slowly transition onto the belly, taking it nice and slow. Bringing the hands in front of the face, palms down, stacking one hand on top of the other, and then letting the head rest, the forehead rest on the back of your hands. From here, we're going to bring the elbows underneath the shoulders, the hands directly in front of the elbows, creating these 90-degree angles here, pressing into the forearms to bring the shoulders away from the ears. Sometimes we want to sink down and let ourselves sink into this. And I want to invite you to press the mat away. And as you're pressing the mat away at the same time, start to pull the heart forward through the window of your upper arms here. Pressing into the tops of the feet and activating the thighs. So there's a lot going on in the Sphinx pose here. And you want to make sure you keep the back of your neck long so you can look at the floor in front of you, you can look at the wall in front of you, as long as everything feels nice and elongated. Reaching, reaching, reaching. If you want to take this just a little bit further, you can curl your toes under and lift your knees up, pressing into the pelvis, pressing into the forearms, pulling the heart forward. Breathing here. And if you like, you can stay here in Sphinx pose, or if you want to take this, again, a little bit deeper, everything stays exactly the same except you press into your hands to lift the elbows up, nice and slow. Don't let yourself collapse here. We keep reaching the heart forward. Keep pressing the shoulders away from the ears. Keep pressing into the pelvis. If you start to feel any pain, then definitely come back down into your Sphinx pose. Remain here just for a few more breaths or stay in seal. And with an exhale, gently lower back down to crocodile. Letting yourself rest here. And we're going to slowly bring our fingers in line with the chest. Bring the elbows close to the body. And with an inhale, press it up to tabletop pose. And an exhale, send the hips back, coming into child's pose. You can reach the arms forward, or if it feels good, you can bring the arms in line with the legs, letting the shoulders reach down. Gently starting to bring the arms forward again, coming back into tabletop. We're going to roll on over onto the back, coming back into this constructive rest pose. Taking your time to get there. Bringing something underneath the head if you feel like that's what you need. Arms to the sides, palms up, just feeling grounded in the spine, grounded in the feet. I'm going to take the feet wide as the mat, and bring the arms overhead in a big Y shape. From here, we're just going to let both knees fall over to the right. The feet roll onto their sides. As we hold these poses for long periods of time, it's really a wonderful place to just observe your thoughts. Just notice where your thoughts keep going. And with an inhale, bringing the knees back up, nice and slow. And exhale over to the left. The knees drop to the left, the feet roll onto the sides. With an inhale, bringing the knees back up, nice and slow. We're going to bring the feet in line with the hips. Arms can go wherever it feels most comfortable for you. We're going to take the right leg and cross it over the left leg. So stacking knee on top of knee. Then we're going to walk the left foot over to the right just a little bit and shift the hips over to the right just an inch. And then let both knees drop over to the left, coming into a little spinal twist. The right arm can reach out long. You can look over your right shoulder if that feels comfortable for you. And gently starting to unravel, coming back onto the back, nice and slow. Maybe shifting the hips back to center so you feel nice and aligned here. And then we're going to take the left leg and cross it over the right leg, stacking knee on top of knee, walking the right foot over to the left and shifting the hips over to the left just a little bit. And letting both legs fall over to the right, reaching the left arm out long if that feels good for you. Maybe looking over your left shoulder. And gently unraveling from this pose, coming back onto the back, maybe shifting the hips so you feel more aligned on your mat. Now we're going to bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees open wide for reclined butterfly, reclined bound angle pose. And your arms can stay here at the sides if that feels good for you, or you can clasp the outsides of your elbows and let them rest overhead. Releasing your hands. Using your hands to help your legs back together. Just stretch one leg out long and stretch the other leg out long. Bring the hands to the sides, let the toes rotate outward. Make any adjustments you feel like you need to, softening the gaze or closing your eyes. Give yourself permission to take the next few moments of conscious relaxation. Let the body be still. Let the mind be quiet. Each breath taking you deeper and deeper into yourself. And as you gently begin to come back, allow some movement to come into your fingers and your toes. And allow that movement to grow into your wrists and your ankles. Throughout the entire body, begin to incorporate gentle movement. Moving in whatever way feels most comfortable for you. Maybe that means stretching out long. Or maybe that means pulling in tight, giving yourself a little hug here. Eventually finding your way to a fetal position on one side of the body or the other, it doesn't matter which. Maybe resting your head on your arm if that feels good. And then using your hands to help, coming back up to a seated position. Whatever way feels most comfortable for you. We'll finish this class by inhaling, reaching the hands up high. Take up a lot of space here. Exhale, bringing the hands together over the heart. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Let it go with a sigh. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I hope that this yoga sequence helps you off the mat to feel more open and stronger and more ready to face the day. And I'll see you tomorrow for our final day of Better Morning, Better Day 5-Day Yoga Challenge. And until then, peace.